Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi again, and welcome back to Hunt. What was that? The Hunt for Kupi episode 3. Dear gosh, I'm gonna need some Kupi right now. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. Good day, and hey, happy holidays to anyone and everyone. Um, and today our sponsor is. Da-da-da-dan. Take it away, Shasa.
So today's sponsor is ourselves, Wild Magic.
Yay! Boom! Wild magic. That's right. That's right. Because we can do that.
So, like those who are watching the stream right now, you have the chance to win one D&D starter set. Inside you, and hang on. Yeah, I'm a professional. I know how to do this. So inside, you'll have an adventure book. It's a planned adventure ready for like your friends or family to play. And it's got a rule book so that you know how to play it as well. And 5 pre-generated characters ready for you to use, who hopefully may not die in the adventure planning year.
Dear gosh.
As well as a set of dice.
Yeah. So literally everything you need to get started playing D&D is inside the starter set. Everything except friends, because I don't think you can package those.
I mean, if you have imaginary friends.
If you have imaginary friends, then maybe. Or if you bring the starter set over to Wild Magic, and then we can help you set up. Yeah, come on. We're here. We got plenty of people here. All right, and so thank you again, and I guess let's just get back into it.
Yeah.
All right, so episode 3. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So to recap what happened last episode, geez, the party made their way up the Ocean Star River, and through their very, very careful trekking and useful use of their abilities, they were able to make it up, albeit without proper rest. And recovery of their spell slots and things like that. But
Whose fault was that?
but they dodged many dangerous things, a diseased fog, several undead zombies waiting to ambush them, plenty of things in the water should any of them had fallen.
Wait, there were zombies?
There were zombies.
Oh my god.
There were
Wait.
zombies.
Giant zombies?
No. There could have been zombies.
Oh,
Yeah, and out of all the things that I had ready to throw at them, they were able to avoid most of them in exchange for their rest, hit die, and spell slots.
And sanity.
And sanity. But unfortunately, as best as they could, towards the end of it, they encountered a frozen river and like a very localized frozen jungled area that was set up as an ambush point by 3 frost giants. Luckily, the party, using their abilities, were able to bobsled their way at extreme speeds across the ice, unfortunately leaving behind our Nini, who has been left alone on the frozen jungle at the riverbank, staring up 3 frost giants who do not look very, very happy at all.
Invisible.
Ta-dang.
F's in the chat, yo.
F's in the chat, yo. Dear gosh. Anyways, so we'll take it off from there. First of all, I will get to Nini. We'll have to figure this out. We'll get to Nini, who has split the party, who unknowingly ended up being split from the party. But for the rest of you, Jana, Patches, and Biscuit, well done on the roll. Dang on the party split.
It wasn't
It's okay,
intentional.
it's okay. But that is what happens in D&D. Anything can happen. The rules are what create these situations. And so, as you guys literally speed off across the frozen river at an incredible speed, you start losing your footing here and there. But as you continue on, you meet the end of the frozen river as you just crash back in to the river Ocean Star. And you're clear of the ice. You have traveled a great distance across the ice. But unfortunately, you realize that although you were able to get out of the situation safely, Nini has been left behind.
Oh, we're safe. Oh, wait a minute.
As you just drop into the water and then bring yourself back up onto the foldable boat.
We're safe, right? Wait, head count. There's Jana. There's Biscuit. Wait, where's Nini?
We're missing Nini.
No!
we didn't pick her up on the way?
No!
She was too far. I couldn't see anything.
The curse of being small.
Hold up. Wait. Hold on. I think I can do something, but I don't. But I'm pretty sure I can't really, unless she already cast invisibility. Then this is useless.
Yeah.
I go ahead and communicate with my homunculus servant
Mm-hmm.
because it's still in the air.
It's still a teapot just flying.
Oh,
So
wasn't
a teapot
attached to
just
you.
flying.
No, it's not attached.
No, I mean, it wasn't attached to you when you...
No, it's in the air. So I'm
Yep.
just trying to communicate. I'm like, Kettle, have you seen Nini?
And as it looks around, it's like.
There's a little antenna. I can't speak. I'm hearing this all in Morse code. No, she's can't see her, but she's not on the ice. She's not on the ice.
Where was she?
And so, a question to you guys. Realizing that you've left her behind, you are running out of time. Trekking back across that thing would just leave you, another day without finding the Kupi and saving the elder sister.
Right.
I mean, you certainly could, and I'm sure Jana would certainly try. But there are currently 2 lives here at risk, and at least one of them is capable of getting through the jungle. And so, with a heavy heart, I imagine you guys continue, just the 3 of you, up the river Social Star.
Yeah.
We got
We tried to. Hopefully, we believe that our great Nini will return to us, or returns home back safely.
Find out.
Possibly I'll have my homunculus servant try and keep an eye out for Nini and then just keep track of her. At least then if we're within communication range, we'll know that she's safe. But for the time being, we'll just let's have faith in the old hag. She's a ranger after all.
Don't disrespect Nini. Eh?
Well, she would certainly disrespect us for trying to go back to her into a jungle that we cannot.
You're right.
Yeah,
So-
you're
Probably
right.
right. Okay.
No, I she would.
Let's push on and let's hope that her ranger skills will get her back to us.
Right.
She is stronger than we
I am
think.
stunned.
And so you're like, right.
Okay, then
At the end of your haste, you're like,
row the boat.
Yep.
Row the boat down. Row the boat. I'll get him.
and so Jana, you grab the robot and you can continue moving on. Oh, before that, as your homunculus kind of flies up there, trying to get as much of a view as possible, it does relay back to you that up ahead, not too far off, you see a settlement
Oh.
Oh.
right beside the river.
Oh.
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 Oh,
Oh.
and so. Back behind, Nini. 3 giants. They look towards you and just goes. They look very, 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 very irritated.
I just do one little small whistle and my chewing goes fireflies
It's
and
like,
I become invisible.
And you disappear.
Peace.
Simultaneously, I will cast Pass Without a Trace and
That's a level what spell?
2
Second level.
Second level spell.
Okay.
Ooh, oh boy. Oh boy. All right, and so okay.
Visibility.
Peace out.
Pass without trace.
That's without trace.
Second level spell lasts for concentration up to 1 hour and try to stealth my way to down the river.
All right. Oof.
Wait, are we doing up the river?
Yeah, technically up the river, but
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
turn
say that in this scenario, as you go invisible, the giants immediately just try grabbing towards you.
No.
And as you no, and then as you make your footwork around, they're just following the feet, just crashing into the frosted mud, And as they're like looking around, you cast your pass without trace, as they just slam into the ground as they're just looking around for you. You realize that these guys are more familiar with the snow and the frost, so you make the call to get away from that, and not following up the river, but going into the jungle in where you expect to be up the river. Who has the map right now? Okay, all right. So Nini is in the jungle without a map. Okay, all right. And so, Nini.
I can hope that I remember exactly.
Oh yeah. I mean,
which bends to take.
which bends of the river to take? Yeah, but through the jungle, a little bit harder. And so, Nini, you are getting into the forest, and you have not, you guys through that start the past like what 7-8 days now. Yeah, 7 to 8 days now. You guys have not gone into the forest, gone into the jungle at all. It's been very clearly very dangerous, and so a little bit nervous now. But you hope that at least your friends got away. And as you go into the forest, it's still brighter out now as it reaches evening time. It's only going to get darker, but luckily, as far as you can tell, no rain. So you continue to trek through the forest with your pass without trace. The amount of beasts and things like that definitely increase, and as you're within your pass without trace, you're starting to see more animals start crossing it. You see monkeys just literally like swing across head, and then like as you continue moving through, even more things. A herd of dinosaurs just kind of as they go in, like across you, as you see like a family of them go by, don't notice you with your pass without trace. How would you like to proceed while you're here?
Stealthily.
Towards where?
I mean, assuming I'm still keeping close to the river.
You know that they're heading towards the Aldani Basin, to the basin up the river, and in your mind you kind of have a general oversight, though you worry that you might not make it in time, and so you're trying to get through the forest as fast as you can. Any ideas of what you'd like to try to do?
I try to look out for any culture.
They make themselves known to you. You occasionally see them under rocks, under leaves, a few of them hanging onto the dinosaurs that are passing by. Yeah.
Hello, little. I whisper. Hello, little one.
And then just go.
I need some help. Do you think you could lead me in the direction of what was the basin called again?
Aldani Basin.
The Aldani Basin.
And then the chewing, it just goes.
Oh, why not?
And then it just makes this face of it's wearing a mask, so you can't really face. But then it kind of moves with its body. It just goes.
I'm scared. Do you know any chewing that's brave enough who could?
And then it just goes. Just like kind of looks around, and then it points in a deeper way, like a deeper way away. Like perpendicular to where you're supposed to be going. If you're supposed to be going straight, they tell you to go take a left, and you're like,
Would that help me get to where I need to go?
And then they approach you and say,
All right, I trust you.
I'm worried now because that's a Chewinga living under a rock.
What does he know? He's literally living under a rock. Oh gosh. Oh,
yeah,
where's this going?
I just go over. Still invisible. Pieces of this.
Oh boy. All right. And so, what's tough now is you have like it's for 6 hours, right? Your pass without trace.
My pass without a trace is only for 1 hour.
Oh boy.
Up to
Okay.
1 hour.
Perception test.
I didn't check to see how long.
If it should be an hour because it's concentration.
An hour, right?
Because Nature's Veil is part of my ranger ability.
Okay.
Maybe I should. Hang on. Give me a moment.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I'm helping as well. That's without a trace, right?
Passive attitude is just 1 hour concentration.
It's a 1 hour.
Which is new feature.
Wait, that means you can't cast invisibility at the same time.
No, I just magically become invisible.
Oh, okay.
It's not a spell.
Oh, it's one of your traits.
Oh, it's a trait. Okay.
It's again, it's one of the ranger abilities.
Okay.
Where is it? Where are you? Oh no! That's it. It doesn't say anything about.
What are you looking for?
Pass without trace?
No, not passive outer trace. Nature's veil.
This is your swarm thing?
Yeah, my swarm keeper.
I got it. I've got the compendium.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's all right. In the meanwhile, don't forget 15% off at Wild Magic Store for until the end of the month, which is not very long from now. So if you still want to, get gifts for somebody who wants to play D&D, this is the place to go.
Is that another feature?
Swarm keeper.
No, is it an alternate ranger feature? Because I don't have it.
Swarmkeeper. I see it.
My swarm keeper Nature's veil. Right.
Nature's Veil is what level?
Please be good.
No, it's nothing. Because if you're level 10, the one you get is Riding Tide and Swarm Keeper's Knife.
All right. I guess in the meanwhiles, in the meanwhiles, I'm gonna say that as you get through the forest, and it's been about 2 hours now. You've had to recast your Pass Without Trace. Yep.
Okay.
Recast your Pass Without Trace. You're starting to get much further in the forest, and it's starting to get much darker. The kind of things that you see is that you're starting to notice that the trees and canopies are starting to create lots of multi-level tiers. You've gone uphill, you've gone downhill, and thanks to your own ranger's ability, you've been able to get through this without too much trouble. You've avoided the harder vines, you've avoided the softer soil, the swamps, and things like that. And as you get closer towards, the deeper heart of this part of the jungle, you're starting to notice that in this area, the dinosaurs and the larger creatures have started to lessen. The sound of more and more just birds of paradise and the songs of the singing birds in the air have started increasing, as well as the smaller monkeys. No larger creatures have made themselves known at this point.
I got it. As a bonus action, you can magically become invisible along with any equipment you are wearing or carrying until the start of the next turn. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long
no
rest.
specification of how long it lasts. It just says I become invisible.
Until the start of your next turn. So I guess
Oh,
the next
okay,
time you
okay.
go into combat.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Sure.
It's DM's
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and so that's certainly a good enough reason to avoid solo combat. So you definitely make it towards the inner part of this area of jungle, and you're really starting to notice now that this area seems to be a lot more peaceful, a lot less dinosaurs, even the herbivores. As you can hear, more like birds, more regular monkeys just in the trees. You're not really sure why. In terms of the mental food chain you've kind of built up, this would be a prime area for predators, and yet you don't see any. And so as you continue in further and further, you see something very unusual. You see houses, a small little village just up ahead, and you can see the colorful clothing of the Chilton's peoples that you saw in Port Nyanzaru. As you can see some people just in this village as they seem to walk around, be living their lives. Do you make your way?
Yeah, I mean, still invisible for the time being
Mhm.
because am I too far to tell if they're humanoid?
Yeah, they certainly look humanoid.
Well, I won't go out of my niche's veil just yet,
Mhm.
but I will approach.
You will approach, and so you make yourself kind of hidden underneath the trees in this area as you kind of observe, like a smart ranger would do, just observe the scenario. And the people here, they look like they're living their lives. They are, some people keeping guard. They seem to be, making clothes, like preparing their food outdoors. A few of them are cooking here and there. They've even started preparing a bunch of, like dinosaur meat, it looks like. as they're just preparing these larger ones in these giant spits in the middle of the village, just here and there. You can't help but see that the village kind of feels a bit off to you. Knowing just you guys being in the jungle the night before, with so many creatures, the velociraptors and things like that around, you're kind of amazed that there would still be a town right here in the ground in open view. And it's a little off-putting. But as the light starts to dim and the sun starts going down, the people in the village, they just look and it's like, okay, yeah, it's time. As they put their food towards the center of the village, they just kind of sit there, and then you just like seem to be eating with one another, just as per normal. And suddenly, one by one, they change into were-tiger form, and you've encountered a village of were-tigers.
What would I know the temperament of were-tigers?
Were creatures in general, I mean, for you, they tend to be quite violent, quite aggressive, seen as definitely a curse, and they can be, certainly. However, what you see before your eyes,
Seems civilized.
yeah, they seem civilized. But you do recall that when Patches went into town looking like that, there was a lot of commotion. And so you worry that there might be unfounded commotion happening there.
Why not? I put down my nature's video and then just make myself known.
All right. And as you
I
make
I just casually walk out of the bush.
you make yourself known, not hiding, not trying to hide your sound. You just, and as the sun goes down and everything goes dark, the fire inside the village still lit up. And as you just you just kind of walk your way towards, and so a few people in their form, they just, and what you can notice is a few of them, although in their were-tiger form, a few are not. They're still in humanoid form. And as they go up to you, and it just goes like, hey, just pointing, is like,
And just casually go towards the fire.
You just
Sit
casually,
down. Just warm myself.
and then just warm yourself. And then as they look towards you, and they're all just like, and they're just kind of in shock, like they've really not expected anyone to just casually walk into this village. As they kind of walk to talk to each other in the Chilton language you don't understand.
Yeah, it's fine.
And unfortunately Biscuit isn't there. They just go, it's like, hey, what's happening? Orang baru kah?
I may be old, but I can still hear you. I don't understand you though.
And then it was like, hey, so anak-anak,
They never met dogs.
tua dia. And then they just kind of look, and then they, not really knowing what to do, they just kind of grab some fruit and it's like, huh?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You grab like a banana, like you eat,
But
and
I'm
then
trying to remember what was that word much I try to teach. Tarimakase.
and then they go, sama-sama ni papa, and then they're all,
Sure.
and as the kids coming in, and some of the were-tigers all as well, there's kind of like starting like really just unusual sight here. They just come in, they look towards you, and then as you're eating the banana, covering your scarf there, and it's just start eating, it's like with your open mouth, and you're kind of,
It's big.
yeah, you're kind of, yeah, it's a bit. And so, as you're kind of chewing on it, they're like, and you wonder, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, you're old and you've lost some teeth, but it shouldn't be that bad, right? As it goes, "Nagigigit na rin." And then, baka pati yun. Tsaka hindi pang yun. And as they definitely absolutely confused looking at you.
Once I'm done eating, that's when I dust myself off, stretch,
Uh-huh.
and then just turn around and look towards all of them. So, any of you here speak common?
And then they look towards you as just like um, hello.
Oh no.
How you?
Um,
And then they just got talk to each other. Ano to?
alright, hang on. So, I need help. I pick up a stick and try to draw what I could remember of the map of the Aldani Basin.
You do, and
I
immaculately.
need to go here.
And then they look at the map and they just go, whoa.
Oh no, I have to go
And
here.
they're like, whoa,
No,
no.
no, Kupi.
And they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. They immediately, with like the biggest fervor, it's like, whoa, no. Hey, bahaya tu. Mati. Mampus.
I think I know what you mean. Still, I try to draw like small bird boy and the older sister. The older sister's like lying down and like maybe looks sick. That's gonna be difficult.
This is actually interesting. I would like you to make a dexterity check as you're trying to draw this.
Oh boy.
Oh, it doesn't.
Bye bye.
Us in the boat. Oh, I can only imagine the danger she's in.
Okay. Dexterity check?
Yes. And okay, all right. And so as you're drawing these pictures, and then you're drawing the sister and the kid, the thing is, you Nini, you've taken care of kids before, and you've gotten pretty good at drawing very basic things.
Yeah.
And you're trying to express their features, especially the thatched and like clothes and then the mask and everything. Then they look at the picture, they just go,
Kupi. Girl.
Kupi gini, kupi niya burong. Kupi niya, apa?
I need this to help her.
And then they're like, anak ko kra gini. Atau maksud niya terofoka. Yeah. And they're just like, it's like,
How do
apa
I
tu?
say curse? Oh.
And then some of the kids, they come up and it's like, si na jo to. It's like, and they're like, oh, si na. Mas makakanya ka. O yung, apa,
Oh my god!
putri adi niya ni ka. And they're like, yeah kali, mama tuso niya. And as, again, they're just discovering, and then you're just like, Kupi, and I'm like, mencari Kupi lagi bahaya. As they're just trying, and this is a very difficult miscommunication right now.
Okay. I draw me and then this like small person, stick figures.
Mhm.
This is me.
Mhm.
And then the other three. I was with these people, but I got separated.
And then the like,
And now I'm here trying
and
to find them again.
mhm, mhm.
We're all looking for Kupi.
Your primal abilities to communicate with animals is certainly something that's helping cross this language barrier. As they're just like, talari de con. Tapi jadi Kupi. Dito bahaya. Lagi na. Kosan Aldani, kampung Aldani ito. As they're just like talking to one another, and you're like, it's like, yes, Aldani. It's like, hey, bahaya.
You'll die.
And they're just like, they're just like super confused at this point. And then right now the sun's completely gone down,
Mhm.
and at this point they're like, hey, as they're all trying to lift up, and it's like, as they're telling to just to wait for a moment
Okay.
there, and then they're just going over, and those large pieces of meat that were in the middle of there, no one's eaten them. Like, surprising, no one's eaten them. And then as they're like getting ready and like putting them up and everything, you then start noticing something.
Mhm.
There's a lot of meat there, and no one's eaten them. As you kind of just like, okay, and as you're following the crowd, sitting with the kids and just like eating the fruit and the sticky rice pudding, like offered to you, some pulot.
Kunupis.
Klupis.
Yes.
That's right. And you're just like, this is much better than several days of rations. You should really figure out how they make this.
What's
Then,
it called? Kulit panggang.
and they're like, pulut, sedap.
Bagus.
Yeah.
Bagus.
Bagus.
Yaman.
Dang it. And so you make your way into the village of Were Tigers, and suddenly you feel a presence in the place, and you turn around towards the edge of the forest where you started coming from, and you see a very, very large tiger as it just makes its way towards the village. It just kind of yawns as it opens its like
How are the Chewingas
Like reacting to it?
How are they reacting seeing this?
they're not scared. It doesn't look like, but then they're also like just kind of holding still, as if they're showing respect. Normally they'd be playing around.
So I'm taking gauge their reaction, just like following their lead, and
And as
don't say anything.
and as you kind of just like stand there and then just wait with the children. The other children seem to be eating, as they're making a space for this creature to just walk in. And at this moment you realize, hey, congratulations, you found the apex predator of this place.
A giant war tiger?
A giant tiger.
Oh, it's just a giant tiger.
Yeah, a very, very large, like
Oh.
yes, it is.
You
very,
call that
very
cute?
That's really cute.
That is very cute.
I
It
do
is.
not want. I do
I
not
want
want to go.
it.
I don't.
And so as you see this thing just amazingly silently, it's not like it's trying to be intimidating, and you don't get that feeling either that it's trying to be intimidating. Almost like a cat that's returned home. It's just like, oh, okay, where's my food? Like that.
Where's my food?
Yeah. And then the Rimung people, they just like start carving up the meat, and then they just let like they just prepare it on like their talam, like a giant talam, and it just and then just starts eating. Yeah, this and you don't know entirely what's going on here, but this very large beast, this thing that you can only assume to be the apex predator of this jungle so far, at least one of them, is somehow living in a village full of were-tigers. And you would ask questions if you could. If you could. And then after you're just kind of eating, the were-tiger just chews on the meat.
I'll wait until it finishes its meal before I attempt to communicate.
Mm-hmm. You do. In the meanwhile,
Oh, God damn it. Where's Lady?
It's getting
Oh,
dark. Okay,
I hope-
before anything though, just in case, how's everybody looking on health?
Aside from the -8, we're good. I'm good.
But I would prefer if we could, actually rest. Maybe we should take some tips from Nini. She slept on top of the tree.
She could.
I just look up at the trees like, that's not gonna hold me.
no, it
Well-
probably won't.
It's not gonna hold me.
How would you get up there in the first place?
Exactly.
guys,
My stubby legs and everything.
don't mean to interrupt the planning of our long rest, but and I point towards the village.
Yep, as you make the last bend on the river, as it starts getting narrower here, you see some fire and a village, as well as you hear the sounds of what seems to be celebrating or just festivities going on, as you the sound of drums banging and things like that. Wait, what would this be the equivalent of? Dandang. As you hear that, you
We're gonna crash a wedding. Oh God!
as you make it up there, you see a village in a very interesting construct way. You see a very minute village, and that's relative speaking to your heights right now, because the houses and the huts that you can see are here and there, but they are Nini sized. As you can see the people, as you get closer and closer, you see these small peoples wearing masks, as he's like just dancing about. You found the natives of the area, and as you get closer and closer, you realize they're not humanoid. They look more goblin, and
Oh.
and you just happen to remember, like over the ship, as they talked, was that the considered pygmies of this area are known as the Batiri, and they are goblins, a kind of goblin tribe.
Do we remember if the Batil were supposed to be friendly people or they're just suspicious of outsiders?
The Batiri are very cautious people. A very cautious people. They would have to be to survive in this jungle.
Okay.
But they can be fierce in their own right, though you're not entirely sure which one of it is it this time. But as far as you can tell, it looks like they're celebrating.
Okay. All right.
So what say you? You want to head to the village?
Let's do that. And I have a really dumb idea.
What if they're hostile?
What we can be faced. I do not want to be fighting them and water.
Well, we can beach it. I'm assuming their village is set on the bank of a beach.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll beach it. We won't anchor it in case, we're forced to
Run.
run.
You see eye bags on my face, like I want to rest.
I know, my friend, but like we need safe grounds. This is the next best thing. We have not slept on proper ground in ages.
Okay, we can try to talk.
And I'm only coming to realize how big my two friends are. Like,
Yes.
I'm under 6 foot. You guys are both close to 8. I'm like,
yes.
okay, here's what I have in mind. From the sounds of things, there's some kind of celebration. So it's either one of two things. One, there's a wedding.
Uh-huh.
Two, there's a
So-
sacrifice.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. I speak the local dialect a little bit. So
Right.
here's one thing. One, if it's a wedding, we can get Jana to bless the wedding. That kind of thing.
Bus? Oh, bless.
Bless.
Bless the
wedding.
wedding. Okay.
Bless the wedding.
Okay.
Are you sure
Ooh.
that will work?
I don't know. This is just a plan. Two, if it's a sacrifice, we can get Patch to slay whatever it is that they're sacrificing. It's like he's some kind of what's it called?
Tiger.
Harima. There we go. Harima.
What's a harimau?
It's a word they used back in where we went. But apparently it's such a fearsome creature.
Well, to be fair, the village were freaking out at him when he was big size.
Well, then use the flaming sword.
I think you're killing our DM.
You're right.
This is the dumbest thing an intelligent person.
So I can go big because you're
Yes.
trying to wear
Yes.
tigers.
To be fair, you've gone 8 days without proper rest.
I literally
Like humidity.
And then the cold.
You also,
Then the
the
speed.
jungle fever is
You're right. Okay, we'll beach it. I'll go big. Pull out my great sword.
We gotta figure out if it's a wedding or a sacrifice first.
Right. So we don't do this yet.
Don't do that. I'll beat it. And
When they
depending
see us when it went to beach,
We
the boat,
should be. We should wave and say we're friendly.
if they understand us.
We wave.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, bro.
I'll go first.
I'm too tired to
Okay,
to check.
I'll say I'll go first, and whoever's name I call out, then you know what's what.
Okay, so if you call her, it's a blessing. If you call me,
It's a sacrifice.
all right.
All right,
Let's go.
flat land and 8 hours long rest. Here we come.
Oh god.
so district for long. This is horrible.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Okay.
what I'm
You're
gonna do?
fine.
All right, I'm come up with beach. Oh, okay. What happens? What happens
And so,
after we do?
as you make it up, the sounds of the
Okay.
they stop, and as you see them just as they start speaking in a kind of goblinese type language,
Okay.
you see them suddenly and they start stacking themselves on one another's shoulders as they just kind of create this kind of totem stance as it goes. And they're in do you speak goblin?
Comprehend language, please.
Don't have comprehend language. What are you talking about? Wait. For every day that we take we don't technically long rest anything, right?
No.
Okay, so that means I can change my spells. I
Okay.
can't change my prepared spell. So no, nothing on that.
Mhm.
Uh,
Right.
instead,
Yes.
seeing as how this is some kind of defense mechanism.
As they.
Yeah. Wait, how many spell slots do I have left?
Oh god.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Hold
Here
on.
we go.
Hold on. Calm down.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna do this.
Okay. Technically, first in the initiative is Jana, so
Okay.
I'll let her
Okay,
try
go ahead,
to.
go
So
ahead.
I see them stacking up. Like how's it on the screen right now? I
Yeah.
see them stacking up.
All right,
I'm
and
like,
so
okay, it's a little bit
There-
hostile.
it is a village. Definitely, you can see that it's a village, and you can see quite a number of them. Maybe about 13 of them stacked one on top of one another. Maybe that's around 3 to 4 stacks of like goblins, Batiri getting ready to attack as they get closer towards you as
Okay.
they trying to intimidate you with their masks.
Okay. How wide is the area?
What is this?
Here we go.
Was it common motions?
Sure.
you have enough?
It is the camp itself is maybe
Okay, but where are they stacking up? Like where the boats are at? Where we're at?
Or are we at number 5?
it's around 100 to 150 feet in diameter, and you're here at the boats, and so I
Okay.
imagine the Batiri that are stacking up to you are right here.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so they're standing about 5 feet.
Okay. I see them.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Common motions. So common motions, any humanoids within a 20 feet radius.
Of you.
Humanoids.
Or creatures.
It says all
Humanoids?
humanoids. Yeah, it just says all
Do
humanoids.
goblins count?
Do goblins count as humanoids?
Creatures.
This is the-
Comment in the section below. Or whoever has the starter's guide or the DMG from Wild Magic, you can check up. Are goblins considered humanoids?
Or creatures.
And comment. Oh boy. All right. So
Humanoids are
anyway,
creatures?
Let's look up. I'll look up goblin in the compendium.
anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah. Jana.
Not human, like a creature.
Jana. I'm gonna say that you do cast it.
Okay.
You do cast it as you make your holy abilities just kind of swath through the area with your calming spell. You don't know whether it takes because they're still in the stance. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're good to go.
Okay,
We're
right.
good to go.
Thank you. Don't
So
forget you can
basically-
get your DMG Monsters Guide right here, 15% off. Do it. Anyways,
So it suppresses hostility.
resistance hostility. All right, and so as they look towards you, just go. And so they're not immediately trying to attack you. All right, I'll hand that off to. Wait, sorry, who's next?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, do I feel the calmness actually?
You should be able to.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Then
how it works? It's
it's a point of spirit you're choosing, right?
yes, a point of
Okay.
spirit in my choosing.
Then if we're facing off one guard, one guard.
One stack.
That's
Yeah.
One Batiri
that's
stack.
stacking a lot of odds, but
Oh, the stacked.
the odds are stacked against me. No, not really.
Uh,
I guess I'll try and speak Cholt, and I say, Owen.
Are you proposing to
This is no longer biscuit. This is literally biscuit.
Go in.
Owen. Because I don't know. I honestly don't know the Malay word for sacrifice. I honestly don't know the word for sacrifice.
Oh shit.
To be fair, we're tired.
oh yeah.
We're tired.
Oh yeah. The
The party has not long rested properly. And we look like we're insane. We have high bags.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't
You have to-
remember the word for sacrifice. What is hard? Yeah, jeez. I don't forget what is that word?
Kapale.
Kumbalik kita. No.
Anyways, so yeah.
Okay.
Charisma check.
So here you have this elephant who's like, I assume this is how I picture it. Like when I cast a spell, there was a beacon of light,
Mhm.
okay, that just flows, and then they calm down,
Mhm.
and then you have Biscuit Matcha coming over.
Mhm.
Go in.
Kawin.
And then these guys are like,
Canary sick. Everybody's sick.
oh gosh, oh gosh.
Oh, what is happening?
I need to drink.
I'm gonna use the romantic galaxy dash.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so weird. Today was supposed to be just combat. What happened?
Okay, it's not bad.
Make peace, not
Make-
war.
That is
Make love, not war.
Make
that
love.
is 16, but I will add Flash of Genius
Mhm.
plus 5, so that's 21.
I'll win.
Question is, who kawin?
I don't even know if they speak Jolt.
That is a good question.
Your face. Oh,
I don't.
Okay.
This will determine whether or not we have long rest,
All
or are we gonna be second first?
I will, or else one of us has to be sacrificed to have long rest.
Okay. All
Or
right.
maybe one of you might not have one.
Okay. Any and let's take a quick break here for a moment as I try to think.
It's on us.
All right. Yeah. Let's take a break while our human tea brewer here is proposing to some Batiri peoples. Oh my gosh. We'll get back to you. All right. Okay. So,
we're back.
like I said, this was supposed to be a combat. It became something, a different encounter entirely. This is going to be very interesting. Anyways, welcome back, everybody, from the break. I'm so sorry. I needed a break from what was a DM's life is not easy. And so, just to recap here, the party minus Mimi have continued up the Ocean Star River, and they found a civilization. It is like Maghrib time, almost twilight, as they head up, as they're looking for a place to rest. They are 8 days into this travel without a proper long rest, resting only on a boat through rain, and it's not doing great on their mentality here. And it certainly shows as they beached the shore onto the bank and were approached with hostility from the locals, the Batiri goblins. Jana calms the crowd down with another calm spell, and our intrepid biscuit Matcha here comes up to them, looking to make communication, as he asks, "Kawin." A series of rolls ensued, and this is where we're continuing off. And so, as the Batiri, they look towards you, and then they just go, and they're speaking in Goblinese, and you feel like they understand, the Cholton language, though it feels like they don't really speak it, or whether they choose to or not is unknown. But then they just go, and then poof, the top stack Batiri jumps off and goes back towards the town, as the other Batiri, they just go, they're just complaining, and the Batiri goes, and there's a discussion happening. You don't know what's going on?
Okay, does it look? I don't know. Like from what I can see.
Yes.
What kind of celebration is it?
There's a few fires going on here and there, and it, for the most part, it looks like they're just celebrating, and it doesn't look like there's any particular celebration happening.
Okay.
You realize that this might have just been how these people are, very celebratory, in general, very joyful in general.
Okay.
And so, but you can't really tell 100%. You don't really know the culture. So as they start calling in everything, you hear the sounds of a much deeper sound as it goes, and you're like, okay, what's going on there? And several of the Baturi come back and return, and there's like, as they're calling you in, you feel like you've succeeded.
Yes.
Shit, what's going on?
We got it.
What did,
We got
what
it.
did you say? What did they say?
I don't know, but it might be a wedding. Come on. So yes,
So what, do
we'll
you
go.
need
We'll
me
go
to
with
do
this
the
stuff. We'll go with this, and I'll go and I walk and I go ahead and walk proudly
Oh,
after
yes, yes.
succeeding.
Being exhausted, feeling the earth again, and you're like, okay, you know what? Maybe Velociraptors would have been worth fighting if you had another 2 hours of sleep, those few days ago. And so you decide to just walk in to the village, and as you do, you see the huts, and the Batiri just splattered around in their own little huts. And in one of the similar-looking huts, it comes out what looks to be a much bigger Batiri, much more like tougher looking, not tall or big like your height or medium sized,
Just
still
muscular.
small but just much larger. This one doesn't seem to really carry a mask per se. It has very very like ornately made hair and carries around a staff. Um, at this point, you realize that it's like, okay, this is definitely the chieftain. And so as the chieftain just comes out and then greets you all, and then the Batiri talk to one another, and they point towards you, and then the chieftain just goes like, and then like comes over and then just hugs you.
I hug back. Yes.
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 And as you hug this chieftain, you can't help but notice it's like female.
Hey, Jana.
This is a matriarchal
I'm-
society
as
ruled by a queen.
okay, as I'm hugging the woman and realizing this, and like, Jana, I may have made a mistake.
What? It's not a wedding?
Well, it is, but
You might. I think I understand what he means.
I'm too tired to figure that out. Just tell me.
it's a matriarchal society, and I don't think the chiefess has been married in quite some time.
Oh, she's
So-
like a watcher.
Yeah, Jana, do you happen to know the ceremony spell?
Wait a minute. Why are you getting mad?
Did
Do
you?
you want to sleep on flat ground or not?
Are you really waiting to do this?
I am planning to do this just once. If it means sleeping on the ground and sacrificing my dignity, yes. I need sleep, and so do you too. Jana, for the love of all that is good, do you know how to make a wedding? I need sleep.
That's so terrible.
I don't think she has ceremony. No.
No, but I can fake a wedding.
Make one, please.
Can you take it though? Is it a
Is it
spell you're
pos-
8 that's available to you on your current list?
Uh,
Because I really want to see it.
hold on.
Ceremony, right?
Yeah.
Let me double check. What spell slots do you have?
It's
5.
the ceremony's level
Yeah.
1.
5.
Ceremony.
Ceremony is level 1.
Level 1.
I know this
Level
because I've
one
used it.
spell.
I know this because I've used it.
Okay. Okay. All
Level
right.
1 spell.
Level 1 spell. Okay, so technically you can prepare it.
Yes.
Do I get the benefits of ceremony spell?
If she can cast it, you certainly can, but we'll wait for that a bit. Okay, so what's happening here is as the chieftain hugs you, the chieftess hugs you, the queen hugs you, and she looks at you. It's like, it's like, "Pakabala."
Oh, Papa, baik. Puan,
It's like, grab step,
grab step,
grab step,
grab step.
queen.
Queen, grab step. Okay, queen, grab step.
And
Okay.
it's like, and she looks towards you. It's like, yes, that's right.
Maaf tanya, tapi umur berapa?
And the queen here just looks towards you. It's like, and as you realize, goblins tend to be, they don't study, they don't like books, they don't
Okay.
like reading.
All right.
To them, it's an insult. It's not really their thing, and so you don't really know. She doesn't really know. So when she tells you, like,
That's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
And I point towards Jana. Are we doing this? Please.
I'm
But-
I'm just contemplating how we're literally pimping out our friend
Okay.
just so we can get a
To
good
get a
night's
good-
First
sleep.
of all, it's not pimping. This is with consent.
Sure.
This is with consent. I'm not being bought. Figuratively, Jana. Figuratively. I am not being bought. I am not selling. I am not selling my body. I am merely sacrificing my dignity for the greater good of 8 hours of sleep.
I can
No,
prepare it,
yeah.
but I need a day to prepare the spell.
Can you make one up? Or I don't know. Ask your deity of life.
and then as you're being like in this moment of frustration, she's just like trying to follow along the conversation you're having. but the most that she can tell right now is that you're tired and frustrated. And she just goes like, "Ah, tidur dulu,
Tidur dulu. Tidur dulu.
tidur dulu."
Tidur dulu.
What did she say?
She said sleep first.
Oh, thank God.
And she just goes, tidur dulu ah.
Is she pointing towards her hut?
She's pointing towards her hut. Yes.
Are we all supposed
No,
to go in there?
I'll take one for the team.
Okay.
Then where do we sleep?
Kejap.
For the viewers watching, I'm sorry.
For those who
I apologize as well.
These things don't normally happen in D&D. Please do not let this color your. If this is your first time watching, if this is your first episode, if you're literally logging on right now and watching the stream as all this happening, this is not what happens in D&D normally. Anyway, so yeah, she just points towards the hut. It's like, tidur dulu lah ya.
Okay. Kawan tidur lain.
It's like,
Okay.
and it just goes, and then there's and then a few of the Batiri, they just like kind of just exit out of their huts, and then they just like,
Can we fit?
Perfect.
yeah, you can.
Okay.
First off, I go ahead and undock my armor. I go ahead and take out a specific bottle, which I will not say what for. And I tell the guys, I know I don't drink, but please don't tell Nini.
So he pulls out a flask of something I cannot say on this stream, and he asks not to tell Nini. Good kids should not be doing this.
Yes.
Nope, and we will go ahead and fade to black if you're if you're
What's the scene in movies? You know, pan to the window. Oh gosh. Oh,
Okay.
so bad. Oh, it's so bad, guys.
one for the team.
Okay.
All right.
One for the
Okay.
team.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I had my backpack to you guys.
Okay.
Oh my. Okay. All
What
right.
am I
Okay.
gonna do with
All right.
this?
So, as you guys bang for roof, and you actually find a place to sleep in a place that should have been combat.
Should have been
Long rest.
Congratulations. I'm so sorry. Please accept my apologies with the D12 inspiration. I'm so sorry. I would have given you, if it existed, a D69, but I'm sure.
Does this mean I get to win? This is a lot.
no.
What's the TPK?
Where's the TPK? Anyways, so as we fade to black, you guys get your first official long rest of the
Oh my
of
God.
the session.
All the slots back, baby.
Oh,
Okay.
and the morning comes, and as you guys, like first refreshed morning ever, you come out and join the other Batiri. As they're all like doing their own daily things, preparing for the day. You see next to a fire, hunched up, is a biscuit, who's just trying to just like
The bottle is empty.
The bottle is empty.
the bottle is empty. Right.
Okay.
Anyways, so the okay, all right, and so Queen Grabstab,
Okay.
coming out of the hut, seeing you, just goes, "Selamat pagi lah." Like with her large hooked nose, with her hair done in, just
Selamat pagi, boy.
it's like
One grab stab. Stop.
just grabs.
grab steps it.
Selamat pagi. Grab stab.
Like I
Lie.
feel weird.
Grab stab. Grab stab. Selamat pagi. Grab stab.
Oh god.
And then
I see the guys, right?
Yeah, you see the guys. They
And
they
we
look
look
like they're
fresh.
great.
Okay. I
Like,
look toward, as much as I love my long rest, I look towards them. You guys owe me.
I recall someone saying that this is their choice.
I throw the empty flask.
And it's just
let's get
off your Luxodon
let's,
skin.
let's get this over with.
Okay.
I go ahead and pull back my armor, full helmet, and I go ahead and cast water breathing on myself, just to prevent any more anything.
Any more what's it? Public displays of affection?
Public displays of affection. I go ahead and put
PD.
that on.
So you put your PDA armor on as you just like
Yep. Oh.
and he just goes like maluka la. It's just like reaching up and it's like like-
Tama. Saya
you somehow became very fluent.
saya saya memang ada kerja lain sama kawan-kawan ko. Jana, can you please make this quick so we can leave already?
Sure.
Ceremony.
And one word to grab staff.
And then she's just like, it's like, you know, she grabs her robes, you know, her ceremonial robes with the long like bones at the back, you know, her cape. She just you know, like as you guys are preparing as well, she's just asking the other Batiri ladies to put the tattoos on her arms and etc. She's like,
I go ahead and put on my raincoat because it's the only thing I have that's ceremonial at the moment.
you put on a raincoat.
And I guess I don't know. I'll go ahead and just. How long does fairy fire last?
Make himself more attractive.
Yeah, nope. I got nothing. I just have the raincoat. I hope it's camouflage because that's the best I can do.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and stand there, and I'm like,
Ceremony.
yeah, I'll just stand there at ceremony, and under my helmet with no one able to see my expression,
Mhm.
I am slowly crying. And I'm just whispering under my breath. I'm pretty sure Jana can hear me. I'm just whispering under my breath. For the greater good. For the greater good.
And so to cut, dear gosh, to cut this short, as you guys make your way towards the center of the area, and the day has broken out, and you can see the sun come out. It is a beautiful day for a kawin, and and as Jana, you're just like, I don't know how you morally feel about doing this. However, who are you to stop, you know, the
Love.
affection that's happening here anyway?
Mhm.
And so as you come together, and as she realizes, like, as you're gathering your holy energy for the ceremony, you can.
Before the marriage, can I prepare? Like if I go around the village and if I see any flowers, I'll make one of those
Flower
crown.
flower
Okay.
crown, and then I'll come over and put it on the.
You can certainly do so as part
Yeah.
of the ceremony.
Yes.
And so
I'll do it with my nose too, just so she can get a
Alright,
kick
okay.
out of it.
And as she just feels like, it's like this is the first wedding like this she's ever had. And so, you know, like, you know, dolled up the best of her ability, she also meets you at the center, and the other Batiri, they see, you know, your magic as incredibly foreign. So although they're there, they just kind of move a little bit further back and etc. And you can see that they're still very wary of the holy energy you're at, but the queen here does not seem concerned at all. And so Jana, as you know, like bring them together, would you like to do the...
Together today.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't realize I'd be doing this today. Will they even understand what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's fine. Just go ahead and do it. Let's make this as quick and painless as possible.
All right. We are gathered here today, to to celebrate the union of Biscuit Matcha and
Grab step.
grab step.
And she's just like, you know, dolled up and everything with the whole,
Yeah.
like everything. She's just like, she doesn't know what's happening, but you know, she's feeling beautiful. This is her day.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, to unionize these two in holy matrimony. And shall we just get right into it? Do you have any vows to say?
Yes. Thankfully she doesn't understand, so I will say, Thank you to my teammates for understanding my sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I hereby, and I go ahead and I deactivated a homunculus servant to have the amethyst. And I hereby give this amethyst to this woman
Oh damn!
who I will never see again right after this adventure.
So as the helicopter just comes in, you know, carrying the amethyst like you're like a flower boy, and like just comes down, and as you grab it, the homunculus goes limp and returns back to your armor.
Yep.
And then as you present the amethyst over, she's just like, Jana, you see this, you can't help but be moved, you know.
I'll go ahead and,
And-
translate for Jana. Like, kalau grab step can check up what's vow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
say it.
I translate that to grab step.
And so as you complete the ceremony with the flower wreath,
Yes.
as you place it upon their heads, and you can see, you know, like you can see as she gets it on her head, she's like, yo, like she's really emotional. Like this is a whole other experience entirely.
I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, for the greater good.
For the greater good, for the greater good. And so she looks at the amethyst, you know, she keeps it close to her heart, and she's like, and then at that point you release the fairy fire in beautiful lights just around you, but it didn't get the reaction you were thinking.
Huh?
The Batiri, as they see the lights just exit out of you, they immediately just start shrieking. They are screaming.
Oh.
And as the queen just goes, as she's also looks like she's seen something horrible, she looks at the amethyst, she's like, and then she's almost like she's torn between this moment of either running or staying with you. But then the Batiri around her just like grab her.
Oh.
They carry her over. She as the matriarch, and then you're just in shock. You guys are like, okay, as you're just finishing up the
And
ceremony.
then
you're like, "What's-
shall we book it? Shall we
shall
book
we
it?
going on?" And as you're like, okay, and as the Batiri just like, they all exit as the queen grabs her, just like, and you're here stun shocked. You know, it's like, okay, what's going on?
Okay.
And by this point, you wouldn't have paid attention to this while sleepy, while doing all this, but there's something very very unique about the Batiri and how they live. Let me just
Fire, dude.
So I cast fairy fire. Okay.
Okay, you
Alright.
cast fairy fire, yes, and the mechanism behind this is very interesting. As you start noticing that the trees surrounding this area have started bending over. At first, you assume this was some kind of canopy, until you start noticing that it is a giant trap. When the Batiri are scared and they feel like they're in danger, they trigger a trap. Like for example, in that picture, if a T-Rex approaches, they trigger this trap, and their entire village balls up into a net
shit.
and flings them across the jungle.
Oh no!
Now the threat is coming from inside the net. And as you're stun shocked looking at this, you see the Batiri go by one of the larger trunks of trees as it just chops it.
Run, run,
Just-
run, run.
Can we run?
As you
Oh, we all get flung.
and you get flung.
Where
Okay.
do we go?
As we're flying in midair, because I'm still prepared for the fall tank.
Mhm.
And as we're flying to the air, guys, thank you, and I'm sorry. As we're flying through the air.
As you see, as the the artificer, you realize what this trap is. There's not enough time for you guys to escape and run out immediately together. So you just go together, and as you prepare your feather fall, and you just tell the guys, "I'm sorry," and soup.
So we get flung with the entire village.
You get flung with the not the entire village, the other Batiri. They were already kind of away from
They
the
were
ceremony.
waiting for
Yeah.
the queen to be safe.
Yeah, they were waiting for the queen to be saved as they decided to launch you,
Oh,
the
there it is.
danger,
There it is.
outside.
There it is.
Uh-huh.
I
And
see.
as you guys fling across the jungle, a new morning rises.
And okay. And I'm like, now I'm just like, Did I sacrifice my dignity for nothing? I turn around, I see the floor.
What happened was you had a shotgun wedding so that these guys could go to sleep. That's what.
Okay.
To be fair, we did achieve the objective.
God,
I achieved the objective.
Yeah, but we need
We're just having this
Alright,
argument in
okay,
midair.
Oh, as you're like, what the frick is
Oh,
going?
yeah.
As and that thing flung you a while away. You don't know where you're going. Anywho's,
Featherfall, but
Nini.
Nini.
During the evening of the night before that incident, the the giant creature finishes eating, starts licking its like very large toothy lips, as you can then hear a voice inside your head. Where are you from?
Huh?
You don't see the mouth move, you just hear it telepathically.
You understand common?
And then you just go, and you know, just, I understand your heart.
You're on a mission. Oh, right. Your question. Where am I from? Not from here. Not local.
And then Lucas goes, clearly, thank you for not hurting my children. And as like the creature seems to be referring to the villagers,
They didn't seem harmful, so I don't see why I should.
it just kind of just nods, you know, like sleepily, like a cat. He's like, and then so it just and so it just kind of lays there. It doesn't expect to continue talking to you like a cat, you know, like a lazy cat after a meal.
I mean, but after it licked its lips, like, you're not gonna eat me, are you?
And then just goes, no.
Well, we're on a mission. I'm here to save friend. I think there are two people here who are friends of your children.
And then it kind of reads into your, reads into your heart. It's like, yes, the two children asleep, cursed, and you just kind of nod. And I would like you to make a charisma saving throw, because Nini is pretty wild and crazy, and this creature is quite insightful.
Everything's going great, except for now. Your parents are over there.
Is there any through?
But, what? Charisma?
Saving throw.
Minus one.
Aww.
Saving throw, right?
Yes.
So 17.
17.
17.
18 minus 1.
Yeah. Oh, we're tired.
It's so cute.
And so as you feel it kind of looking through your heart, as you can feel like emotions just change. It's like you're happy, you're sad, and then you're angry and you're frustrated, and you can feel it. You know?
I mean, am I feeling my emotions or am I feeling its emotions?
You're feeling your emotions, but through it. And then as it just kind of lifts itself up on its 4 feet again, it kind of looks towards you and it just sits in front of you. Just you're
You're like,
this,
like,
this giant thing. It's yellow, very piercing eyes, and the stripe pattern in
How big
front
would
of you.
his eye be? Like,
If you
like
were the
this?
size of Nini, how it's written would be, like its face relative to you would be around 3 of you.
Oh.
It's quite massive.
So its head is like there.
Kinda, yeah.
The
Little
head
bit
is the
higher
size
than
of this
A little-
wall.
Like looking at a wall,
Oh, ooh,
Wow.
that's big.
and so it looks towards you. It's like you're looking for something very dangerous. Do you understand?
Well, I'd say no, but I suppose at this point I should start believing what everyone else here has said. Yes, to help defend of your children.
And he just kind of looks towards you, as it looks like he's facing the other villagers as well, and the other villagers as well, and the other villagers suddenly is like some of them like in the middle of eating, like, as if he's communicating privately with them as well, and then the villagers just kind of go off, and then a few of them bring back what looks to be something dried, and then they like go over towards you and then just pass you something. And then as they pass it towards you, it looks like the dried husk of something very oddly, like it's very wrinkly and like dried up, but it is oddly heart shaped.
Oh.
And so, the tiger then looks towards you and just goes, "This is the thing you're looking for. We no longer have any because it is very dangerous and can be used in very dangerous ways. I know where it grows."
Can you show me?
And then he looks towards you. "Are you sure, child? You'd like to go?"
You need to save sister of that. Save the sister of that brother.
He just goes, kind of gesturing towards you to climb on his back.
Before I do,
Mhm.
can I have permission to
Oh yeah, it's open to it, yeah.
runs over to give it
Like this massive fluffy thing. It is incredible how well kept
Wow.
his mane and fur are. Like this thing is supposed to be incredibly terrifying, and you can feel like the fur, each strand of fur is so very hard. Like as in like it's got a strong tensile strength to it as you're grabbing it with your hands. Just like just like fluffing onto it. It's got a lot of like firmness to it. Definitely, if you were a dinosaur trying to bite down on this thing, the fur would definitely be the first line of defense. It's so floofy that you just literally sink into this wall of fur. And you just like snuzzle it. Smells great, by the way. Amazing. Like amazing. Doesn't smell like blood or anything. It just ate meat. It does not smell like blood or anything.
Is it
very
purring?
well kept. Huh?
Is it purring?
No.
It's not
I'm
purring.
not gonna do that.
Just imagining that, like she'll slam into the fur and then she pops out on the like it's that thick.
It is that thing. Yeah. And so yeah, you
You
just
start-
climb.
You start seeing like little lump
Yeah,
through the fur.
like, climbing on top and poof, between the little like the shoulder bone spikes, and then as he just goes, "Go ahead and rest. I'll be there in the morning." And then it is like the best place to sleep. Dear gosh, is it so soft?
Oh my gosh.
You just lay back, and it feels great. As it moves, just shoulder movements and everything. You've been through the forest and you've seen big things move through the forest. The giants had to break through, the trees and things like that. You guys have had to chop down grass and move vines. And yet this creature, regardless of its massive size, doesn't seem to be hitting anything. It is just gliding through the forest. And as you can just feel like, oh, it's rocking on a boat.
Best vacation ever.
You can see the forest just around you, dark. You see a little bit of moonlight, a little bit of starlight, and then everything starts going a little bit purple. It starts getting a little bit luminescent, and as it just kind of goes by, as you're looking up and seeing these luminescent plants and like unusual creatures suddenly start appearing, you doze off and fall asleep. Meanwhile,
Careful.
as you feather fall, the village with all its thatched huts and twigs and branches.
Jumps away.
The feather fall works and you don't take fall damage. However,
Did they launch catapults at us?
not catapults. They catapulted you inside the village.
The ball.
So we're in the
ball
bag.
village. So with all of the other huts and things.
So
that-
there's other stuff in
Oh.
yeah,
There's debris.
Oh, okay.
and other debris.
there. Man.
Take 14 points of
Aw.
debris damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, you just got a great night's rest, and then that happened. And so as you just crash, and you find yourselves in an unknown part of the jungle, just on the ledge of what looks to be one very, very large plain, where it's like sand all over this large like lake bed, if you could call it that.
Okay.
As you see just sediment and little bits of water just flow from tons of different places. You see an expansive area. And one notable thing is that you see off into the distance, not in the plains itself, but just following the line of the jungle on the outer side of this plain, a giant rock, in the shape of like a heart, you could almost see. And as you look towards it, it looks like you've arrived at the Aldani Basin. And as you just like get yourselves like, just kind of fix your bodies from the pain of falling, you hear the sound of Nini just going from a nearby tree. As you wake up from like a nearby tree, he's like, and you see your friends just kind of disheveled.
There you are.
Nini, you're alive.
What how?
I whisper to them, we don't speak of this.
We don't speak of what has happened to you.
I run over to Nini. Nini, are you okay? And I pick her up. And I was like, are you wounded? Do you need medical attention?
She smells very good.
Why do you smell good?
I've had a really wonderful night's sleep. A very nice bed. Very soft.
We did too, but
We don't speak of this. We
All
don't-
right.
we don't-
Okay.
we
So,
don't speak of
what
this.
did I miss?
We are here.
We're here at the Aldani Basin.
Yes, the
Oh.
place that we're supposed to be.
hold on, before anything.
Ah,
Stuff of healings, cure wounds, cure wounds, cure wounds.
Okay.
All right, you do. And as you cure wounds, and you hear the sound of hissing.
Oh,
I see.
Are you okay? Right. Sorry. Did you want to say something?
Oh,
Okay. And so as you arrive here, and you see, like from behind you, in the forest behind you, the sounds of hissing. As you look behind you, and you see, like a hill, but crested on top of this hill, and as a stream just kind of flows down towards the Aldani Basin, a giant stump of a tree where the water is coming out from, just atop this hill. And then you would realize like, oh, the cat really did got you here. But as you hear that, you hear the sounds of, how did you get here?
is that in our mind or is that allowed?
It's a somewhat louder like
Ambient sound.
like a louder ambient sound.
Okay.
As from the crest of that hill, you see a Yuan-Ti and a leopard with snakes behind its head.
well, we didn't come this far to stop. Let's get it on.
And she just goes like, and she sicks the Kamadan at you.
Great.
Everybody finally roll for initiative, dear God.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
this could either be fast or slow now that you've had a great rest.
And we're all healed.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Alright. Alright, let's roll, I guess.
Oh, roll initiative?
Oh, so close!
One time so that you can be.
Right.
18 for me.
18, all right.
How much did we heal, by the way?
What did you have?
Oh,
Well,
oh, hold on. It's
18?
one cure wound.
Shazza
10.
rolled 12.
12, all right.
Nine-
Patches?
19.
19, and Jana,
10.
10. All right, and so,
We all heal 6 points.
Nice.
all right.
Oh.
Something. It made me
And so
do.
you have to try to get up onto the top of there, fend off that Kamadan and reach the Kupi at the very top.
Sorry, guys,
You are
it's 8 points.
so very,
8
very
points?
close.
8 points.
Okay. Oh, no. No pre-spells, right? We already rolled initiative, dang it.
Yes.
Yep, all right, and so,
Didn't you already have advantage?
I have advantage. No, I was thinking about before I said that. I totally forgot. Dang it, I forgot to do pre-spells again.
Okay, never mind.
It's fine. No, but I already have advantage on
Okay, so our objective is up there.
yep, your objective is up there.
How high is this?
It is like there's a few steps heading up there. Generally, it's about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about 30 feet up.
Are you
There's
jump?
something up there.
Okay.
Yep, and there's something up there. You see like a big stump behind, just like above the horizon where you can see the cliff. But you also see the Yuan-Ti just snake her way back in.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at.
And you see the leopard just kind of there in
He's
your way.
there. Okay.
How big is the leopard?
It is medium sized.
Okay. Okay. I have a plan. I'm gonna toss one of you.
All right.
Uh,
I'm gonna toss either you or Nini up there.
I think Nini, because I think I can maneuver my way around.
Because if I go big, I'm gonna be large.
All
Yes.
right.
When I be large, if I toss someone small, it's gonna work.
All right.
Or medium size. Either way.
All right. And so at the top of the round, that is you. So you can certainly take that choice should you choose.
Bonus action, giant smite, going larger.
All right. And so you become larger as Patches grows to his larger size.
Say, I look to Nini or whoever. I look to Nini and I look to Biscuit. I'm like, okay, that's our objective. We're losing out of time. I'm gonna toss one of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we technically still no, we don't have to the follow.
No.
So I'm like, all right, one of the two of you. Who want to go up there?
How far can you toss?
It depends. I'm gonna have a running start.
Screw it. Get me to it.
All right. I
Where are we? Are we in initiative right now?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you
are.
are in initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
So no free spells.
okay. So I'm gonna go use 10 feet to pick up Biscuit
All right.
backwards.
Uh-huh.
Pick him up. Use another 10 feet
Mm-hmm.
and use my
Backwards or
remaining-
forwards?
backwards.
Uh-huh.
Then use another 15 feet to just basically have a running start and then toss him.
All right. Roll for strength, yeah.
I have advantage because I have giant knife.
Yes, you do.
It's
Oh,
really
So Macha, as you're in like armor, you're just like, oh, I just got married this morning, and now, and now this.
Strength or athletics, anything?
Athletics, yeah.
Okay. 24.
24. 24 is a good throw. You are large size now, right?
Yes.
Okay. That
Sorry,
is
not 24. 25.
25. Okay, so you would be able to just throw him right up onto the ledge of the cliff up ahead, and so you just go as he rockets you through like a little football. You get launched up past the Kamadan, past the stream, and as you make it to the top, at the foot of the Yuan-Ti.
I'm in front of the Yuan-Ti.
Yes.
Actually, wait. You know what's good? Accent search. I will look at Nini. You know what?
Right, make another athletics.
I'm in front of the Yuan-Ti. I like get up and
Where is
like
he throwing me at?
23.
23. Okay.
And she's smaller.
She's much smaller, yes. And so you get tossed up as well,
to the top.
above the cliff, above the small waterfall, past the Yuan-Ti. Around there. Yeah, that's about right. And so as you land, and then you see this very large snake lady just in front of you, wearing like just yellow robes and colorful robes, and she looks towards down at you, and she just goes, not friendly.
okay.
Very beautiful.
Okay, that's Patches.
Alright, I'm done.
Uh,
Sorry about that.
Yep, Biscuit. It is your turn.
All right.
As you tap your movement to get up.
Yeah, I use half my movement to get up, and I look at this snake lady, and I'll go like, normally I don't hit women, but for you, because you're a snake, yeah, whatever. Not the best with words. And I'll go ahead and pop my haste potion,
All
my
right.
haste bottle,
As you.
and
Right.
I'll go ahead and cast haste.
Uh-huh.
So
You
I
do.
still have do I have 2 actions or 1 action?
Well,
Haste.
you use an action to drink, right?
One action to drink, and then you
You have
haste.
your action for haste.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the sake of it, I'll there's another action you have for this round. Yeah.
So 2 actions.
No, one
One
additional
action. All right,
action.
okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, haste, and I'm gonna hit her twice.
Bah,
Can-
bah.
Is it bonus action for magic weapon? Yes, it's a bonus action for magic
Right,
weapon.
bonus action for magic.
Gives
Bah,
me
bah.
+2 to to my weapon.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
So that is now +13 for everything. For 2 hits.
Alright, go.
Let's go ahead. That's terrible. No, actually, that's not. That is a 22 for my first attack,
22 will hit.
and a no, that's not 20. Sorry, that's a 20. So yeah, that'll hit. 20. That's a 30-20.
A dirty 20 will hit. Yeah.
Okay, then that is
Of
Thunder
damages.
Gauntlets is 1d8 each, so that's 2d8s plus 7, no, plus 14. Where are my d8s?
Because of your intelligence.
Yes. Oh, that's cool. 11 plus 7, that's 18, plus another 7, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 total.
25 total. All right. 25 total points of damage.
Lightning?
Thunder.
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 Oh, thunder damage. So literally, you as he throws you on top of the cliff, you just land and you see this like snake lady at you, and you just as you just like push her. Do you push her?
I believe Thunder Gauntlets do that. She has
Yes.
to make a strength saving.
Oh,
Oh,
strength
twice?
saving throw.
Nice.
Twice.
All right. Your DC is
Should be, if we're using my spellcaster, it should be 17.
17. She does not make it.
Oh!
And so as you push her into the stream on top of the rocks, you see just her snake body just as you know, she falls into the stream and she just looking towards you, very, very much not great. And as she seems to pull something out from the side pouch,
Okay.
that is at the end of your turn.
You have
Yes.
movement technically if you want to. 15 left.
No, I'll move 15 feet to cover Nini.
So you're getting closer.
I'm getting closer to her so that her attention's on me.
All right. Okay.
So you move closer.
Is that the end of your turn?
Oh no, sorry, she doesn't move. Instead, she gets disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than me.
Ah. Okay. All right.
So if she tries to attack me, she has disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Noted. And then on her turn after yours,
Okay.
she just looks towards you and sees the drink that you just took, and she just goes like, she pulls out what looks to be a bean from the satchel that she has, and she just eats it and bites in. Yep, it's exactly what you think. She bites down on a Kupi bean,
Oh.
Oh no.
and you can see her body just getting ready
Okay.
as she goes for a grab on you.
Oh no.
That is only a 14.
14 will miss.
Will miss, and so literally she'll just use her tail as it tries to whip around you as you just dodging it, just pushing it away, and she has another action available.
Oh
As she realizes she can't use that, she will then try to cast a spell.
no. Oh no. Counter spell.
It's not that kind of spell. Hey,
No,
can
no.
you read me the benefits of ceremony?
Oh.
Ceremony.
The thing is,
Mm-hmm.
we technically didn't cast it.
It's ritual
yeah, you did,
cast.
technically.
It's ritual cast.
You can ritual cast
You
ceremony.
ritual casted the
Oh.
ceremony using an actual ritual.
Yeah.
So it
Okay,
certainly
okay. So there's a few I can choose from, but I
Okay.
chose coming of age.
would. Uh-huh.
You chose coming of age over the marriage ceremony?
There is no marriage. Oh,
There
sorry.
is
There's
no
a
marriage.
wedding. I did not see that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You touch two adult humanoids willing to be bonded together in marriage for the next 7 days.
Uh-huh.
Each target gains +2 to AC bonus.
So,
Oh,
post
so
that
my AC is 20.
Mm-hmm.
Your AC
because
is
of your
20.
haste again.
Oh, that's right. So I'm 22.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
While you are in 30 feet of each other,
Ah.
that's it.
Oh, okay.
The
then
creature
no,
can
then-
benefit. No,
the
other than that,
benefit's
there's no other
not
benefit.
yeah.
No.
So
Alright.
it's still 20.
Yeah, still
Uh,
20.
For the sake of this flavor, I'm gonna run it like this. As Fantaza, the Yuan Ti, looks towards you, she
Okay.
begins to kind of like move and wriggle her body, and as you see like the snake-like pattern on her scales just start to shimmer and shimmer, you just start to get a little bit entranced.
Oh,
Charmed.
It is a charm.
do I save?
I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw
Wisdom.
with advantage.
Oh.
Because he already got some last night.
Wow.
Post nut clarity.
Mhm.
What's my saving throw? Wisdom? Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna use these. Let's use royal purple and the.
Okay, alright. We can do it.
Oh, so close to a natural 20. But no, that is That is a 19, but
19.
I am gonna go ahead and use Flash of Genius either
Alright.
way, +5. So 19, that's over 20.
All right. Yeah. And so that will certainly make it. And so as she tries to charm you with her wiles, if you were a man the day before yesterday, maybe that would have done something. But you're a little bit not. No, you're not having it right now. No. And so the flash of genius was just like.
I'm married.
Somewhere beyond the jungle is like the queen grab stab with her amethyst, just like pondering the moment, hoping that you're okay. And so Fintaza's charm does not work. That is the end of her turn. Next up is Nini. You are up.
Oh,
So I
And so
chose
as you get launched over, you can see this large stump in front of you, and from within that pool, just pooling out from the top of that stump, you can see a fruit grow there, very familiar to the dried husk that you saw, but it is alive
wait, where? What? Where?
at the top of this waterfall, on this spring in the tree.
Get it now.
Yep, you really do.
Maybe I should just get it.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
It's
I got.
if you can make it with Expeditious Retreat or Strider. You didn't win? Oh no. Speed spell would be really nice for that.
But instead, okay. Action. Alright, I will summon beasts,
Okay.
a flying one,
Uh-huh.
and an action. Okay, beast on my turn. Only after my turn. Okay. Alright, so summon beast done. That was an action.
Mhm.
Or do I have anything for a bonus action?
There's no-
Bonus action. Wait, bonus action. Can I use bonus action attack? Because I have an extra attack.
You have extra attack,
I do have extra
but
attack.
you have to have an attack
Attack
first.
first, yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, not. No.
No, okay.
You can still move.
I could still move.
Yep.
I guess move away.
What's your AC?
Janet, you're
You're next.
Only after
What's your
Okay,
AC?
so I just
16.
bonus action. I'll just fly.
fly. All right.
Use my swarm of fireflies to make
Okay.
me fly up 10 feet.
And so as the wind chewing that's around you start like gripping onto you and starts pulling you up, and how high do you fly?
Just 10 feet.
Just 10 feet. All right. And so you float 10 feet.
Fly speed of 10 feet.
Yeah.
that's about
As
it.
you float on up diagonally towards the top, as you're making your way up, you can see behind you the sounds of bop bop, just thunder as Biscuit just punched the Yuan Ti. But you feel like that Yuan Ti is is very much moving, jittering a little bit faster than normal. You might want to hurry. Jana, sorry, is that the end of your turn?
After the end of my turn, my bestial
Yep. At the end of your turn.
spirit then can make a move.
Yep. And from the jungles nearby, you see a
Has a
larger.
fly speed of 60 feet.
You ride it.
Yep. As you see what seems to be a giant,
I'm gonna try to use
Bird.
it to like just bring me
a
over
hast
there.
eagle, let's say, like a hast eagle comes out from the jungle, just
Like, there we go.
and then as you just lift off, it's ready to fly you off
feet.
again.
60
60
feet.
feet.
Nice.
Damn.
That was a smart idea for me to configure
60.
it.
All right. Yeah. And so as you're making your way towards the foot of this large thing,
Oh,
the bird can't dash. And so as you make your way towards the foot, the roots of this large stump, this beautiful blue water with like flower petals are literally like sprouting out from the top of this tree. If anything special is gonna be out here, the Kupi probably is. And so at the end of your turn, Jana, you are up next to with just you and Patches on here. The Kamadan looks towards you menacingly, and this is the thing that's been casting curses. That's called it, mean making people fall asleep. So you approach with caution. What do
Okay.
you do?
That's the yellow dot over there, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's quite far away. Okay.
Yeah.
So I cast a 5th level spell, Holy Weapon, on my mace
Mhm.
as an action. So 1/5 level spell. And I cast a bonus action.
Can't use 2 spells.
Oh, right.
Once you use a spell, you can't use it.
Oh, yeah, unless it's a cantrip. Then,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. Or it's a spell that has a bonus action trigger.
A spell that has a bonus
Oh no,
action.
no, so it's
You
still a
can't-
level spell.
Yeah, it's a
anyways,
level
yeah.
spell. No.
Yeah.
Can I retcon the
Yep, yep, you certainly
fifth
can,
level-
yeah.
Okay. Retcon the 5th level spell.
Okay.
I will cast a bonus action first,
Okay.
which is Shield of Faith
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
to Patches over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I will cast Sacred Flame.
Onto the
Onto the Kamadan.
Yeah,
Alright.
how far is it?
It is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, around 35 feet.
Okay, it's within 60 feet.
Alright,
So
yeah.
I can hit it with Sacred Flame.
Saving throw is what saving throw?
It's a
attack roll, right?
it's a
Oh, it's an
save-
attack roll?
No, Sacred Flame is a one creature save. It's a save.
Which save?
Should be dex.
Dex
Dexterity
save.
saving
What's
throw.
your
Your
14.
DC is
14.
14. Unfortunately, it makes it. And as you cast like flaming, you see the Kamadan just leap back as your flame lights in front of it. It is most definitely aware of you now as all the snakes point towards you.
Okay.
Okay.
So it doesn't take any damage, huh?
No, it doesn't take any damage now.
Do you move away? Do you stay? What?
You can move up as you can hear the sounds of punching from above the water. You can hear they're definitely, in the middle of a battle up there as you are down here.
Yeah, I'll move in that direction towards the ramp going up.
All right.
My max speed is 30.
30. All right. So you just make it up there as you and climb up. You see that Kamadan as it's getting ready to move toward you, and it is going to be the Kamadan's turn.
Come at me.
Hmm?
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. It leaps on over
Shoot.
across here, and as it sees you, as you'd expect, the snakes just kind of billow up for a moment and cast a cloud of just white fog towards you,
Do I
just
need to
across
make a
that
save?
area. And I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Reaction, giving her advantage.
Ooh.
Hold on. I
Okay.
have Ring of Evasion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I forgot what it does.
What's going on?
You sure?
Ring of
Oh, wait.
Evasion.
If it's a spell,
Ring of Evasion has 3 charges. If I fail it, oh, it's only a dex. Never mind then.
Yes.
Okay. Constitution.
All right.
That's why I said advantage. Go ahead.
All right. And so you have advantage on this save. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll a Constitution saving throw.
On save. Okay.
Wow.
Ah, it's plus 3. That's a 9.
That's a 9.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you do not make it.
Uh-huh.
As you feel this cloud, you are lifting yourself up. And unfortunately for you, the Kamadan just leaps across that little ledge so fast. It just darts across, and
Uh-huh.
before you're able to get your grounding again, the smog from just above just flows down.
Uh-huh.
And as you just try to hold your breath as much as you can accidentally do breathe it in, and as you're just on this, you suddenly,
Oh, I'm
Just
down.
drop.
Oh no.
Am I down?
as you are unconscious, you are asleep.
Oh, asleep.
I'm asleep.
Yep, you are asleep. And so, Patches, as you're just like, unfortunately, she went down. As you can hear fighting from above. Back to the top of the round.
Okay.
What do you do?
Right. I'll look at this. Right.
Yep.
Okay. I have 35 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a long jump and try to reach that thing.
All right. 10, 15, 20, 25. You're trying to long jump. It's
Upwards.
upwards. That's high jump.
Yeah. High jump. Sorry.
At most, you won't be able to reach it. At most, you'd be able to reach this ledge over here.
Okay.
Make an
I have 35 feet.
athletics. Huh?
I have 35 feet.
35 feet. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Make an athletics check. You might be able to make it.
Oh, 19 plus 13.
32 would definitely do it. And as you make your way up and just you see Dana go down. And you see that smoke. You hold your breath, just run through the rest of that smog as you make your way up, and you meet face to face with the Kamadan, the thing that causes things to fall asleep. You don't know how Jan is doing, but as you make your way up, just at the edge of that ledge, what do you do?
I will now look at it. I'm like,
You see the snakes.
try to reach both my hand and try to grapple its neck.
Ooh, all right. Go for it.
Yeah. This is an advantage. It's a strength check.
This is a contest, right?
19 plus.
Nice.
So it's another 32.
32. And so as you and you see the snakes as they you feel like they're about to billow up again. You just hold on to them, wrap them around the leopard's the Kamadan's neck, and you just hold on to it. It screams in pain as just snarls at you. Is that it?
So does it count as an attack action or?
It's an action, so
Okay, I'm done.
all right.
Yeah, okay, I can't do anything.
Okay, that's it. And next up, Biscuit.
Another round of attacks.
Another round of attacks. As
4
you
attacks.
Go for another bop bop.
Okay. Here we go.
Another back.
23. Pretty low. 19.
19.
That's the second attack.
Mhm.
4 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 19.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Mm.
Do all of them hit?
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah, they all hit. Yes.
Okay. 4.
Roll total damage for your bop 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 bop.
Oh, that's good. I need to type this down. So 14. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. So that's total of, that's 14, 12, 11, 15.
Mathematics.
Mathematics.
That's
Ooh.
thunder damage, right?
Thunder damage. All thunder damage.
14, 12.
52 damage in total.
Damn. All right.
Nice.
Damn. And so
Strength.
as you I think there's a lot of stress from what happened recently. Like you're just trying to get out. It's like a lot of pent up
Yes.
rage happening there. And as you just connect a one punch to another punch and another.
I have room for one more attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm a kicker.
I'll allow it.
All
Yeah.
right. Just one for this one. No proficiency. No, that one misses.
Ooh, okay.
That's a 10.
All right. And so as you punch, you see Fantaza just kind of go down. You have done a significant amount of damage. It's not like she was immediately strong at first, but then as you just try to lightly kick her over, she just starts moving away, and she just goes, "Ugh," and you get. I'm gonna say that last kick did connect. Roll for roll for a kick
Okay.
as an opportunity attack.
I still use my intelligence for damage, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 6 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
6.
6.
All right.
6 kicking
All
damage.
right. And so as you kick her, and she just kicks her just rolls her way into the stream again.
Oh.
She looks really badly beaten.
Oh my gosh.
But she looks furious as she goes, and she looks towards you, and she sees you flying on the way up. She just goes like, oh, and she pulls out the last bean that's in her satchel, but then she starts wrapping it with what looks to be like a dried leaf, and then she begins to just use a little bit of sap and burn it on her thing, on her belt. She just uses it as tinder, and she just goes and just goes. You have the power of this.
Oh,
She
no.
throws it off into the
Aw.
distance, but not towards you, but to another mound just nearby. As it just goes in, the smell of the combined Kupi bean and also the leaves that she wrapped it in. You don't know what it is,
Okay.
but then that mound immediately starts shaking and shivering, and out comes
It's immediate.
an undead T-Rex.
An undead T-Rex.
Yeah.
What?
What?
As you just go, as he
Why?
goes like, it's strong enough to bring back the undead. Imagine how many an entire fruit would be able to bring back. And you see this, you just,
That sounds like a terrible thing.
and she just
No
goes like,
kidding.
and as you just beat her back up, and you're like, oh dear gosh, as T-Rex just looks about, and you see the something else you're gonna have to fight. The she just falls in. Her last words being, awakening.
Nini, hurry it up.
I'm trying.
All right, and as Pentaza goes down, actually, yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
As Pentaza goes down, Nini, you move with as much speed as you can to the top
With the freaking eagle.
with the freaking eagle.
Are we? Is this like a skill scenario right now?
What?
Are we still in combat, or is this skills?
It's still technically a
Combat.
combat. So
Okay.
as Nini like flies up, and you can see the stream, the eagle drops you into the pool as it's this shining light pool, and
Okay.
at the end of these giant leaves just overhanging, you see one very red, very very vibrant Kupi. If
Okay.
you finally see it.
Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Not there yet, though, aren't I?
Oh no, I'll say that you could walk
Oh.
and find like head over to
I'm
it.
not gonna like just rip it off. I'm gonna grab my knife and like
You do.
try
All
to
right.
do a clean cut.
And so as you go over and you begin to extract it out, I won't make you roll for this. And as you take your time to slowly remove this thing, there is only one of them here right now. You don't know whether there's any nearby, and so you're trying to extract it with as much care as you can.
Because
You s-
I don't want to destroy it. Like, the thing,
Exactly.
I want more to grow if
Exactly.
possible.
And so you hear the sounds of
Yep, I hear you.
Magic missile, magic missile, magic missile.
all right.
I'm just throwing every possible spell at this thing.
All right. Technically, it
Jana's
is
down.
Jana's turn. Jana, as you're unconscious here,
Uh-huh.
your body, your spirit just kind of leaves your body for
Okay.
a moment as you see your body just there. You see Patches run on by, grab the Kamadan, and you kind of feel yourself in an ethereal form.
Did Nini made another spell?
Oh shit, it's Joe. Okay, anyway.
All right. And so as you're like in this unconscious state,
Uh-huh.
you see a bunch of other horrible looking spirits just kind of head and walk their way around this area. As you see above head, this very transparent creature just come up and start just chewing on all the souls that are flying up there. This is part of that curse. You don't know what it is. And as the Yuan-Ti just screams out, you can only imagine this is the creature she's been trying to sacrifice things to and potentially awaken from its sleep using the full prowess of the Kupi. And with that, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a death saving throw?
No, no.
Constitution.
Can't save.
She's unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, she's
Technically.
incapacitated.
Straight roll, right?
Yeah, straight.
I'll give you an advantage from his rune.
Okay. Advantage. One more time. One more
Mhm.
dice.
So this is a 16.
16. 16.
19.
19 will do it, yeah.
Okay.
And so as you just like feel it again, you've encountered this curse. You've approached it the first time, and you can definitely see why it's horrible.
Mhm.
You know, to try to countermand this curse without knowing how it's built up. But you can kind of see the labyrinth behind this this curse.
Mhm.
And in your own mind, you try to regain yourself, and you succeed as you awaken once again from your body.
Mhm.
That's the beginning of your turn, so you have your action now.
So when I awaken, I was like,
As you awaken, you see a giant Patches over the edge of just wrestling the leopard. What do you do?
so, reaction first. So this is what Biscuit was talking about. It's like they're everywhere. Okay. Obviously have my movement to get up,
Okay.
and You have it grappled now, right?
Yes. Grappled. Not
Okay.
yet restrained.
You're not restrained.
Not yet. I have to do another action.
Okay. I'll use the rest of my movement to get as close as I can.
Okay. You can make to the
Oh,
you can
that's
make
good.
it to the ledge as you're right beside, the Kamadan and Patches. Well, on the ledge. What do you do?
Alright, but what really we can do right now?
Oh, shoot.
Anything?
Uh,
Nothing?
not much.
Take bonus your cantrips then.
Huh?
Your cantrips. That's the only hitting spells you have, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to hit you.
I mean, it's restrained. It's right
It's
there.
yeah,
It's
it's grappled.
restrained.
You can certainly hit it
Yeah,
with your mace if you wanted to.
Am I close enough to hit it with my mace?
Yeah. I'll say yeah.
Get him, Gianna.
All right, I'll hit it with my mace.
Get him.
So it's a straight attack roll, right?
With advantage. It's
With-
grappled.
It's
With
grappled.
advantage. Okay, I'm gonna use the
Go,
big
go, 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 go.
14
Plus-
plus 6. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
All right, and that will certainly hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's right.
1d6. This is a mace, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
1d6 plus
Yeah.
your strength.
Plus your check, that's all.
1d6 plus 2.
That's a 6.
6.
That's a
For
6,
looting.
right? And so as you just slam the Kamadan, as you literally just slam against the claw at the edge of the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
It sees you, and like just for a moment, like it just like just shocked that you're there,
Mm-hmm.
and then suddenly it can hear the thunder and pounding from above, as it hears its owner just like and then drop, and the Kamadan just furious, trying to get out towards her master.
Mhm.
It is now its turn. It will try to break free. That's gonna be tough.
32.
What was your what, 32, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna. Yeah, no, that does not that does not save. It just tries to
Struggling.
break out. It cannot.
Okay.
And that is the end of its turn. Back to the top of the round. Patches, you are
Back.
up.
I look at it. I'm
And
like,
as you just like, yeah, no. But then you hear the sound of a T-Rex go.
that sounds bad. That sounds bad.
Yep.
That sounds bad. Looks at the thing like,
We gotta finish this.
alright, got a bad kitty. I'm like, I'm gonna try and like break its neck.
Oof.
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Well,
Whoa.
they're both 17, weirdly enough. 17 plus 13, that is a 30.
Oh wow.
All right. So as it's distracted, and you see it just kind of bellowing its neck towards you, you see Jana bring up, and you see like Jana's awake. She's beaten the curse. With that, you're just like, ah! So you break its neck. You just toss it off the waterfall.
Use my remaining movement. Okay, time to climb this.
Alright.
chute.
All right, and how
35.
much? Yeah, 35. And so you make it towards this ledge as you see, you see Biscuit over there, just like looking straight up at a large T-Rex.
Where is the
Where
T-Rex?
is it?
All right, hold
Yeah.
on, hold on. Let me just bring that there, and then
The tokens over there, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Ah!
In front of me?
No. Then just here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Oof.
All right.
Alright, okay, yeah, great,
Zombie T-Rex.
She's gone,
Zombie
right?
T-Rex.
Yeah.
She's gone.
is she gone?
Yes, she is gone.
Okay, she's dead.
Yep, but now you have to fight a zombie T-Rex. Anyway, so as you see this giant versus giant type scenario, do you do anything? Is there anything else you
I
can do?
don't have anything else. Yeah, no, wait,
Alright.
no, I'm good. Go ahead.
All right, Biscuit.
Alright.
As you finally
Okay.
pummel Fantaza back down.
Okay. First of all, how many spells can I cast with haste? 2.
Again, technicality.
One
You can't technically cast levels like 2 leveled spells
It
It has to be.
One turn.
It has to be a
in
cantrip.
one turn.
Okay.
But what did you have in mind? Since we have the
Level
time
3 lightning bolt and a
Mhm.
level 1 magic missile. I'm
Alright.
literally shooting everything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say you went.
No, it's like the steam cannons just shooting like. Yeah, and then magic missiles. Pop, 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 pop.
1d4.
Yep.
One.
Magic missiles come from the legs.
roll for damage
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
with the
move.
interest of time.
Yeah, I'll move upwards.
All right,
That's the end of my turn while I roll the damage.
all right.
Okay.
And so from across the stream, you see Nini land into the tree. As you can see that she's probably found it, but you're gonna need some time,
Okay.
or at least a way out, or something like that.
Alright. Nini, pull me up. Okay. And then, yep, that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. All right.
Oh my gosh.
How much damage?
I'm still counting. Go
Okay.
ahead. Move on.
I'll tell you. I'll bring it up after this. All right.
Yes,
After Biscuit would be Nini. You are extracting this thing as carefully as you can, and it's taking some time, but eventually, the last bit of stem and root, as you pull out, it's very unique. It's almost connected to a bunch of different stems at the same time.
Mhm.
And as you lift it up, you can almost feel
Oh shit.
like it kind of
Beating.
pulsate
Oh,
and
wow.
beat. And as you keep it inside, you have gotten the Kupi.
Yay! Not out of the woods yet. Okay.
Alright.
Not out of the woods yet. And so as you
Eagle.
look towards the edge of the pool, at the edge of the waterfall, you can see a T-Rex and Biscuit just launching missiles towards it.
Water, right?
Yep.
Off the waterfall, how deep is the
No, the
How
river.
far
The
how far
stream?
down?
Yeah.
Not too bad for you, but it is a 10, 20, 30, about a 45-foot drop from where you're at right now.
28 lightning damage
Mhm.
and 9 force damage.
Ooh. All right. Okay.
I should still have my eagle beast, so
Yes, you do.
I'll use that one too.
Slide down.
And so this giant has eagle, once again, as it was circling above side, comes back down towards you, lifts you by the arm, and where do you have it go?
Towards everyone.
Towards everyone. So you make your way, flying your way
60
down.
Only though. Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way flying down as you see this zombie T-Rex from across the river. And you can...
How far away am I from them?
You are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65,
Actually,
60
how-
to 65.
65. But if you're talking about the T-Rex, probably like 55.
So
Yeah.
is the T-Rex within 60 feet of me?
60 feet of you. 15, 30, 15. Yeah, it is.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
while hanging from the seagull,
Mhm.
because it's a VSM, start making the actions and commands and cast web on zombie T-Rex.
Cast web.
Nice.
And so you went, Eagle! What? Spider-Man? Nini Spider-Man? He's
Spider.
Spider Nini.
Spider Nini, amazing. And that's what
Fun.
save?
Oh my gosh.
Web should be.
There is a,
save.
Dex.
Dex save.
Yeah.
Alright. What is your DC?
15.
15. Unfortunately, it does make it.
Damn it.
And so as you towards the zombie T-Rex, and it covers the T-Rex over with web, and you see Biscuit and Patches, you see Nini have it. She's on an eagle, and I imagine Nini just goes, I have
No!
it. You don't?
What do you mean?
You
that.
have
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you have the
Oh,
Kupi.
the Kupi!
Okay.
And as she's flying towards you, the web goes, but then the T-Rex just shakes off,
Shrugs it off.
shrugs it off. Do you have anything else?
Anything else? Okay.
All right.
I don't have any bonus added bonus
All
age.
right.
All right.
So
okay.
that leaves Jana before the T-Rex's turn.
Okay.
Cleric, I hope you've got something, because my gosh.
Full movement as high as I can. What do I need to make to get up there?
I would like you to make an athletics check first.
Oh no.
Please,
Come on.
please, please, please.
Come on.
Please.
Let's go.
15.
15.
15 will just do it.
Alright.
yeah.
Literally just do it. Literally.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. And so you make it beside Patches as you're just overlooking the small ledge as you see the giant, like a zombie T-Rex over.
We can see it?
Kind of, yeah.
It's pretty big. You can.
It's pretty
see
big.
it.
It's pretty big. It's kind of hard to miss a T-Rex that's 15 foot high.
Is it within, how far is it from me?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, around 55 to 60 feet.
55 to 60
Oh, please tell me
feet.
you have it ready. Please tell me you have something in range.
Daylight, anything? I don't know.
Okay. I have guiding bolt
Yes.
at level 5.
Okay.
Alright.
Level 5 guiding bolt.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Level 5 guiding, it's a spell attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll to attack.
Come on, give me something good.
Oh, man. Oh, wait. That's holy energy too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
that'll do something, yeah.
Okay.
Radiant!
Radiant.
18, dirty 20.
Oh, that
Yes.
will hit. Yes.
Nice.
All
Okay.
right, Clark for the
Four.
win.
Cleric for the win.
Clark for the win.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 96.
96.
Because
Wow.
it's a level 1 spell. Level 1 it has 4d6.
Okay.
And-
All right, go ahead and roll for damage. All right.
1, 2, 3,
I trust you.
4, 5, 6.
Yowza, that's a lot of dice.
This is only 6. I already
Speaking
picked
of
more.
which, you can buy your dice at 50% off at Wild Magic
Go.
until the end of the month.
Oh.
Okay. So this is 10, 20, 16,
Oof.
30,
Ooh.
26.
31.
Damn.
31. Okay.
31 radiant
Damage.
damage.
Doubled 62.
62.
Oh my god.
62 radiant
Yes.
damage.
Oh my gosh.
And any attack I have against it has advantage.
Any
Yeah.
creature.
But then-
You're friendly.
Ooh,
Any
oh
creature,
dang.
yeah, any creature friendly.
Oh
Okay.
dang. Okay, so Jana, coming up from a curse, you wake up as you hear your friends struggle against what feels like it's like and you hear Patches go, oh, dang it, a T-Rex? An undead T-Rex? This is why you're here.
I got you.
You climb up a wall with as much effort as it takes to climb up a wall, and you see it, and you know in your heart, this is why you're here. You throw and cast a lightning bolt as it hits the T-Rex
The strongest I've ever cast.
and just hits the side. The meat falls off its body, as you can see, almost like an acid. It dissolves like the T-Rex. It is just shaking. It is definitely hit hard by that as it begins to start glowing radiant light. It is very, very close to down. As you can see it,
Good to meet you.
and
Yeah.
it just begins to,
No.
as it spits out
Oh no.
and spawns out several smaller undead velociraptors.
Of course. Of
All
course.
right.
Okay.
Nini,
We
let's
should
go.
Leave. We need to leave.
Leave.
All right, and so with
What were
that,
these things
Patches,
taking out?
Patches, what do you do?
Okay.
You're
Oh
still
my
a giant,
God.
right?
I'm still a giant.
You can't.
Oh,
Watch.
how big is your eagle?
Not
Not big enough.
Not big enough.
All right,
Not big enough.
and so Patches, what do you do?
Okay.
You see it spit out
I can
more.
enlarge it.
It's gonna be a fight. If it can spit out more and more of those zombies,
Okay.
you're in for
Alright,
a
no
more of a hell of a fight.
I can't do much. 35.
Get
I
me
can't reach
there.
it then, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't reach it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even reach biscuit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind
Wow.
can't reach. Shoot. I move 35 feet towards biscuit.
What?
That's 25 feet.
25 feet.
As
Okay.
you make it right next to him.
I pick him up.
You do? All right.
I'm sorry, friend.
No. Wait. Let me run. Okay.
Where are you
Wait, no,
throwing him?
I'm not throwing him yet. I'm gonna run down.
All right. 5 feet. A bit of a running start. All right. Hey, oh wait, 10 feet. You have 35, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I?
Wait,
I wanted to cast haste on you so you can move faster too.
it's not your turn yet.
know.
All right. Good luck, friend. I'm gonna toss you.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Toss him where?
Oh my
Down the
gosh.
river.
Down the river.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Make a roll. Just go ahead.
Oh shoot, that's not gonna be great.
Oh, boy.
18.
18. All right. And so, Biscuit, as you see Nini with the Kupi, and you see Jana just launch that guiding bolt, you've got victory. You see victory, but you see the zombie spit out more. The zombie T-Rex spit out more spellers,
I was just about to shoot another set of magic missiles.
and you're like, "Oh dear gosh!" She's like, "Okay, I got this. Shoot. You get
What?
picked up, and
Hey!
as you launch your way across.
Oh, for heaven's sake! Reaction.
Featherfall?
Featherfall.
And as you crash into the lower stream, as you see the mountain ahead of you, you see Patches, as you were being thrown, as he just goes with all the hope in
Alright.
the world.
All right.
I look to Jana. Leave.
Let's run. And yeah.
All right, then Biscuit, it is your turn. What do you do?
I'm running.
All right.
Straight up.
All right, so you're exiting combat as you just run. Out of all the people here, Nini might have gotten the fruit, but you're probably the only one who could probably, make something of it.
Yeah.
So between the two of you, you've kind of got this,
Yeah.
Oh man.
And as and with Jana actually knowing a little bit of the curse, she can actually benefit the creation of something that can be help that can help and cure the people under the same curse.
Okay.
Yes, I know.
So yep.
Yes, I know. I'm gonna do this. I know my character trope has been done. I'm gonna sacrifice myself.
All right.
Hell no,
For
I'm
the
gonna
greater-
do it.
for the greater good.
For
For the
the
greater
greater good,
good.
Nini, you see this happen. You see Patches throw Biscuit overboard. You see more raptors come out. It is quite something.
Oh.
What do you do?
What do you do?
You can actually run out of combat by this point.
Just go.
Just go. Just
No.
go.
Let's go. Let's go.
You
Okay,
hear
I'll
Patches just go.
Leave.
Go.
And
And
then-
As
what is
you
important,
fly
you three
off
are not
over.
important.
You just fly off. You're seeing this cat
you
first,
never learned, you stupid cat.
and as you fly off and exit, you've got the Kupi, but you're leaving behind someone. Not pleasant.
Oh no.
As you fly off away, it just leaves Jana, Patches, and the zombies. Jana, you see the zombie lit up, ready for a fight, but then you see more zombies come out. What do you do?
I'm going up.
Oh,
You
my-
go
I'm
up.
not leaving him.
Oh,
All
You
right.
have to
I'm a you think I'm gonna listen to you?
leave. I'm gonna trust you anyway.
Like you can carry me.
Yes, I can, actually.
Can we see? Can we see up?
All right.
Okay, maybe not
Could I
my.
have just cast web again as I went past?
Oh yeah, you certainly can.
Sure, I'll try again.
I'm gonna say that you do on the Velociraptors, the zombie
It's a 20,
Velociraptors.
20-foot radius?
Yeah. And as you web on by, that's the last thing you can do as you say goodbye to these friends. You see Jana climb up onto that ledge. You're not staying behind. You believe in the preservation of life, and although
Wait,
he
I'm not
might
staying
be
behind.
what?
No,
You
you're
say
staying.
I'm staying
Yeah,
behind.
you're staying behind. You're not leaving. Patches is telling you to leave and head off, but you're not doing that. It might be the warrior way to stay and fight, but your cleric is here by your side.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
another guiding bolt. Again, 5th level.
And
Yep.
as Biscuit, I'm gonna call that the end of combat.
Alright,
And as
yeah.
Biscuit and Nini, you guys head off. You hear the sounds of roaring
Oh
and
my God.
screaming as you both just you honestly just can't help but tear up a bit as you say goodbye to them and you run off.
If I
You-
could, if I have one more turn, I would toss her actually.
Yeah, are you gonna combat this? You can certainly do that. You
Yeah.
can
Oh
fight for this.
heck yeah! I'm
All
gonna
right,
do that.
okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So if I can have one more
Last one.
turn.
Hey,
Alright,
hold on.
Oh, technically, this is the how do you want to do it? This is the
Yeah.
last roll of the night.
Yes.
Okay,
Do it.
hold on. This is pushing or what?
I'm
You're contesting. You're
Contesting.
fighting.
Strike. Contesting strike.
Strike.
I don't have advantage. Okay.
No, I do.
Sucker!
I can reroll myself.
13
13. All right.
Plus
plus 2.
15.
No.
15 plus 13.
So Patches, you have been grateful for everything Jenna has done this entire time. She has really, really kept up the team and kept everyone alive.
Yep.
This person has to survive.
Yes.
This person is definitely, a warrior in her own way. You toss Jana as you struggle as best you can, but this large Leonin just lifts you off,
Dang it!
tosses you down as you fall. You fall into the stream, and you hear him discharge into the fight. Unfortunately, you did the best you could,
Yep.
but there are more people that need help.
Yep.
And so you leave and run off with them. As you guys rush off to the Aldani Basin's river, you unravel the boat and make your way back to town. After about 9 days,
Much more easier now that
Yeah.
it's downstream.
yep, and now back downstream, you make it within, the around the 3-week mark. And as you arrive at Port Nyanzaru, you arrive there, find Volo, and to summarize all this,
Yeah.
the Kupi that you had is a living Kupi. and so you don't know how to process it. And fortunately for you, while you were at that Were Tiger village, they were able to process it, and you described that they dried it up and shriveled it into a bean, which is a specialty of our tea brewer. As you kind of combine the information that you have, you during that trip back, you dried them out as best you can in your machine, the beans as much as you could. You roasted them, and you can definitely say that this is definitely familiar to what the yuan tea ate. But then you realize the yuan tea also used the tea leaves as well, and so you use the kupi bean and tea leaf in your concoction, and you are successful in creating the first of its kind matcha.
Oh, God. Alright.
We got mocha and mocha coffee, kupi and matcha tea, and you've created a bunch of different variations of this bean for all the different types of afflictions that have been plaguing these people. And with that, that is the end of our session. Congratulations to everyone, and congratulations for it was certainly a very different how do you want to do it, but hey, self-sacrifice for the win.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Greater good.
For the greater good.
Oh, just as a little like epilogue on top of that,
Yeah.
like we're at the end of the session, I'm gonna say you beat them up. You were able to beat them up, but like at the end of your life, and then you get dragged off by a very, very large tiger, a very, very particular village where they take care of you until you're ready to fight again.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
So that is the end of today's session and the end of our hunt for Kupi. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you very much. I hope you guys had fun. And I hope you guys had fun listening to it. Thank you for Wild Magic for letting us do this in the store. Don't forget, 15% off until the end of the month. Come on. You can continue this story here at Chult in the Tomb of Annihilation storybook, which is available amongst all the other adventures available here in Wild Magic. Thank you so much. Do come find us if you're willing to do your adventure yourself, and grab some kupi and roll some dice.
Alright.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.